Welcome to Radical Underdogs, and this is race 2 of the Cadwell weekend. The other videos are available, and the links are in the description. But in this race we are off, the red lights have gone on and they are off. There's a bad start in front for Richard Bartlett. I've hit the back of him because he was quite slow, and I'm being passed by all sorts of people now. Started 14th and we're now definitely not 14th. That's number 5 going past of Nick Ledoyen, but I'm going to get that place back. And down the inside of Charles Medbin, car 76 as well. And I think we're going to make it, actually, so not so bad in the end. That was a pretty disastrous start. And now we're going to go down the park straight for the first time. We're going to be picking up a tow, but so is everyone else, really, down into park for the first time. That is Richard Bartlett, who's all over the car in front, trying to find a way past. And the inside line, there's nowhere to go. So in through park and now into Chris Curve we go. A bit of a tax stab, but we caught it. And going up through the gears, going up into 4th gear around Chris Curve, coming into the gooseneck. And is there a way past Richard Bartlett down on the inside here? No, there isn't. And whilst you're here, have a look at the sponsor message, which is by us. So please do like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. It does help us quite a lot, actually. It does actually help get quite a lot more people watching these videos, which in the long run might actually help us. At the moment, it doesn't really matter, but it will help us in the long run. Anyway, here we are back into the race, down into the mountain for the first time, and it's basically single file through here. I don't think there's really a decent way to pass through the mountain, although later on in the video I think there is someone who tries to pass me into the mountain. We'll see how that goes. And now into Hall Bends for the first time. Down towards the hairpin. I think one of the slowest, tightest corners in UK motorsport. I've learned my lesson from race 1 and I'm covering the inside line, so absolutely no way for Ledoyen to get past there, although he's come back and got a much better exit because I was so defensive into the hairpin. I can't win here. No, he's down on the inside, down in the inside on the last corner, out onto the into Barn, that is, and now onto the straight. And actually, by losing so much time, we've got George Grant coming through on the straight, and actually by being quite so slow, trying to stick on the inside line, but no, they've lost that position. Up ahead there is a contact, I think, and there's someone on the grass trying to avoid. Oh, that could have been quite a nasty accident if anyone got collected there. But all through safely. Now into Charlie's, going down onto the park straight. Richard Bartlett there taking to the grass, and I'm gaining a position back. He loses quite a few positions. If you go onto the grass on an MX-5 race in the early laps, you do tend to lose quite a few positions. Anyway, here we are down into park and then Chris Curve again, and this is how it pretty much stays for the next few laps. And I sort of eke out sort of an existence in between these cars, so I kind of break away from the car behind and catch the car in front. But behind now, we're under quite a lot of pressure, and from Dan Blake in car 27, and there is a lot of pressure. There's no way through at this point of the circuit through Charlie's, so down onto the park straight we go, and there seems to be a bit of a gap opening up, so potentially less pressure down into park itself and into the Chris Curve. But I think he does break a bit later here, and he's definitely right back on my tail as we go through Chris Curve. There's not a way through. I think Jay Shepard tried that way through in the last race. You can watch the video, links are in the description. And into the gooseneck, I have been okay through here, but actually no, he's still sticking with me through the gooseneck and into Mansfield's, covering the inside line, but that is going to compromise the exit. And Blake knows that. There's a bit of an oversteer on the exit as well, which is not helping put the power down. There's probably not going to be a way through at mountain if I cover the inside line. I'm covering it off anyway. Into the mountain we go, and then through Hall Bends. I have been passed into the hairpin, and there's not going to be a way through Hall Bends, so he's just sticking as close as he can. Is Blake through Hall Bends? It's a tight little twisty circuit, and again covering that inside line, showing I'm not going to let anyone through there, and getting a decent enough exit to take us onto the start finish straight. Into Charlie's we go, but yeah, there seems to be a bit of a gap opening up, but certainly Blake caught us through the first sort of Charlie section of the circuit, but it is flat out There we go, and a slight bit of oversteer and lifting, but maybe lifting too much. And I think Blake's got a good run. And he's going to come right down the inside, but has he overcooked it? Now back on the inside, and we're side by side down the park straight. And I think, yeah, we got the run and we're back through. So no way through there for Blake at this point of the circuit. So now just need to cover off the attack into park, which is surely going to come. He's launching it down the inside, and I've really not covered that off very well because there is room, and we're side by side now as we go through Chris curve, flat to the floor, giving each other room. There's no contact so far in this battle, but will there be contact as we get down to the gooseneck? There's probably not room for 2 cars through there, and as we go through, there's it's giving up, and Blake has got through. That was a lap and a half of pressure, which has paid off. And we are going to skip ahead now to later on in this race. I think this is now coming on to the last lap of the race. So there was a bit of a time where Blake got ahead, and as you can see, actually there's quite a lot of time and space in front and behind me. But as we're coming in, this is the last lap, I need to remind you, coming into Chris curve again, and there's a car that's on the grass and he's coming back on. That's Peter Higton, and that coming back on and really blocking my entry. It's the fast and recovering car we saw actually facing the other direction earlier in the race, Charles Boniface. And sorry for butchering your name, Charles, but if you come and find me and correct my pronunciation at the next race, that would be appreciated. Anyway, Charles is behind me, and Peter is ahead. So that sort of relaxing race finish I was expecting on the last lap just is not happening. I'm going to have to defend because I know Charles is going to be faster. He was much faster throughout the race. And he's trying to find a way through at the mountain, and there is not going to be a way through there, and holding on to the position, and he loses quite a lot of ground. Dust being kicked up into the car in front. Now as we go through Hall Bends, I think Charles, look, he's sliding all over the place. He's got such a good run. I'm covering off the inside line, but he's going for it anyway. This is the second to last corner. There's contact, and I managed to keep the position. Is Charles going to give it another go into the last corner? No, he backs out of it and settles into that position. So settles into 16th for Charles. I finished 15th, which is 1 place lower than when I started. Quite a race, quite a lot of action there.
On this side?
Oh, that's it. Is that an entire weekend of contact? Oh,
yeah, took me brand new sticker off.
Yeah.